Commandment 10. Thou shalt not covet. Separation through envy and possessiveness. Coveting begins with the belief that what belongs to another is somehow necessary for our own completeness. It whispers, if only I had what they have, their success, their relationship, their wealth, their appearance, their gifts, their life. Comparison creates the illusion of lack. From this illusion arises envy, jealousy, resentment, competition, and greed. The 10th commandment reveals the separation that appears whenever we forget the abundance already present within life. What it preserves: inner freedom from envy and possessiveness. Freedom cannot be found while the heart continually compares itself to others. Contentment allows gratitude to grow. Gratitude restores perspective. Perspective dissolves the illusion that another person's blessing diminishes our own. This commandment preserves the freedom to rejoice rather than compete, to celebrate rather than resent, to create rather than compare. Living principle: celebrate the abundance of life. Desire itself is not the problem. Desire gives rise to creativity, discovery, love, and growth. The problem begins when desire becomes rooted in comparison rather than inspiration. Love does not become smaller because another person receives more. Light does not diminish another light by shining. Every life carries its own unfolding. The deepest freedom is not found in possessing more. It is found in needing less in order to feel whole. The more deeply we remember our own completeness, the less we seek completion through comparison. Modern application: modern society continually cultivates dissatisfaction. Advertising teaches us we are incomplete. Social media encourages comparison. Success is measured through visibility. Worth becomes attached to possessions: followers, status, beauty, achievement. The result is a culture constantly chasing more while rarely experiencing enough. The 10th commandment gently interrupts this cycle. Instead of asking, why don't I have what they have? It asks, can I become grateful for what already is? Gratitude transforms comparison into inspiration. Rather than competing with another person's journey, we become free to faithfully walk our own. Deep dive: every commandment before this one addresses something that eventually becomes visible. The 10th begins before action, before words, before behavior. It begins within consciousness itself. Every act of theft begins with coveting. Many betrayals begin with coveting. Many lies begin with coveting. Many forms of violence begin with coveting. The 10th commandment therefore reveals the hidden root from which many other separations grow. Coveting quietly says, life has withheld something from me. Love gently answers, life has already entrusted you with everything necessary for your own unfolding. This does not eliminate aspiration. Growth remains beautiful. Dreams remain meaningful. Creation remains sacred. The difference lies in orientation. Do we create from gratitude or from emptiness? Do we pursue excellence or merely compete? Do we admire another person's gifts or secretly resent them? The more deeply we remember our own wholeness, the more naturally another person's success becomes something to celebrate. Abundance expands, fear contracts, love rejoices. The 10th commandment asks one final question: Can you recognize your own completeness without needing another person to become less? When the answer becomes yes, comparison loses its power. Possessiveness relaxes. Joy becomes easier. Freedom quietly appears. Reflection. What do I believe I need in order to become whole? Do I compare my life with others? Can I genuinely celebrate another person's success? Do my desires arise from inspiration or from lack? What abundance have I overlooked because I have been focused upon what I do not possess? How would my life change if gratitude became my first response rather than comparison? The 10th commandment reminds us that true abundance begins within. The one who remembers their own wholeness no longer competes for worth. They simply become a greater expression of love. Where gratitude grows, comparison fades. Where comparison fades, contentment appears. Where contentment appears, separation quietly dissolves. And where separation dissolves, only love remains.